Because typically, if you're just doing what you think is required, it will rarely give you the results that you actually are striving to achieve. She did more and she got more as a result. Yeah? That was a big lesson. So, what do? Use those events for good. I've got a couple more points and I'll finish. I'm mindful of time. So you've got the Business Reward Club. You've also got the Paragon Award, which rewards people for becoming a gold. And again, a gold is just someone that's developed 3 silvers. The reward for a Paragon is either a free engraved iPad, which is kind of cool if you want a nice prize, or $1,000 in cash. Okay, so that's another way to add money on the table. You also get the lifestyle, but when you start qualifying month after month as a gold, you then qualify to earn the lifestyle bonus, which is an additional bonus that you get on top of your leadership bonus and your group commissions, your personal rebates, your retail profits. You then also get your lifestyle bonus as well. And of course, you've got Team Kaizen and Team Taishi that we just introduced, where we'll put some recognition events in there and some chances to get some extra experiences that are real fun. Yeah, we just had a cruise there around the Bahamas. That was tough, isn't it? Yeah. So it's a tough part of the job, but someone's got to do it.
Walk like almost like 30 feet to get a drink. That's correct.
I know. I can't believe I did that. It's grateful. So those are the critical activities. I hope that helps in understanding what to do. And so when we talk about quality enrollment and Business 21 clubs, you can see the value of it because it's all designed to help you get as many QEs into your organization as possible. Why? Because that's what will give you the 2,000, the 3,500, the 7,000, the 10,000, the $30,000 a month after month after month. So we're doing everything we can to make 500 points a month as easy and straightforward as we can. That's the reason why. And if you can drive that forward, you make a big difference. I want to conclude with one last story. And this is a really important lesson. So in a previous business that I was in, they had a similar model to the Business 21 Club. Okay? And I share this because this experience happened in Latvia, and I don't want to discredit anyone that you think, oh, is that Nikken that did this? It wasn't. But it's a principle that many will relate to nonetheless. So these guys in Latvia did great at getting people in meetings. Young, energetic, 30-something guys and girls that would come into these meetings, 200 strong in Latvia, one of these remote little countries out in the Baltics, in the middle of nowhere, and they get 20 people a month to their meetings. And this is just great. The challenge was, they come to the meeting, but they wouldn't be doing the work afterwards. And the leader was getting frustrated by this. And so I came over to help. And I said, what do you want me to talk on? So I sat down with him, and I said, how can I help? What message do you want me to reinforce at the presentation? He said, well, we do great with getting people on our calls, we do great with people coming to our meetings, but they're just not doing it. How do we change that? I said, what's the critical activity for you? Business 21 clubs. Right? Which is great, because that's the critical activity. And he says, we train on it, we teach on it, we do webinars about it, but they're not doing it. I said, okay. I said, can I ask you a very direct question? And he said, sure. And he had a couple of his leaders around him. I said, when was the last time you did a Business 21 club? And he hesitated, he paused, and the atmosphere got uncomfortable. And he said, never. I said, therein lies the problem. If you want people to do Business 21 clubs, you can't tell them to do it. Do it. And let them follow you. That's what you've got to do. Do the Business 21 club. Because the challenge is, it's not just about example, it's about education as well. Because typically that whitewater raft ride, sometimes we think might just be a little short. Yeah? But it might be twice as long as what we really think. And so when someone comes to you halfway through the journey of a Business 21 club and goes, I've done everything I can, and I'm not even halfway there. If you've not done it yourself, you'll go, that makes sense. Look at all this effort that you've done. And you'll buy into that, you'll believe it, and then you don't help them move forward because you go, I think it's just too tough, I think you're right. Yeah, because you don't know different. That sounds legitimate, you did work really hard. But if you've done it yourself, you go, I appreciate what you're saying, and I can see how hard you've worked. But the reality is, we need to do a little bit more in order for you to get there. I know because I've done it. And this is the length of the journey. But I'm here to help you do it. And let me share with you what I've learned. And then you can team up and help them get there and complete the journey. and not necessarily by all the reasons why it can't be done. Does that make sense? So it's really important that we lead from the front and lead by example to do that. So I would encourage everyone, if you want to build a business, how fast, it's up to you in regards to what the results are that you want to get. But those are those critical numbers. 500 points, 27, 81, 243, and 729. Do multiples of 500 in that number, and that will be from $2,000 a month to $30,000 a month and anywhere in between. And do it in multiples of 3, because that's what helps you to rank advance, which gives you the next layer of compensation in the bonus payouts. Yeah? So when you go gold or platinum or diamond, you get an extra layer of residual income that comes through as a result of that qualification. Some people got a big payout last month because they went from one pay rack to the next, and all of a sudden a whole new level of commissions they were now eligible for. So maximize it. But remember the short-term benefits that we're putting on the table. Business 21 clubs, Paragon Awards, retail commissions, Nikken reward points, and those types of things are all designed to help us get short-term benefits, to motivate us and encourage us on the journey, which requires delayed gratification for the long-term results. Does that help?
Yes.
So I think we've got a lot on the table that we're doing there, that we're put in place to help you do as much as you can, but don't leave everything on the table. Too many times I've seen people go, I'm not making much money and therefore this doesn't work because I've worked really hard and all I've got is $3.50. It's like, well, that's because you didn't retail anything and you sponsored one person that did a little bit. You're not going to get a lot of commission from that. Yeah? So if you want to get the income, take everything that's on the table that we put on there to offer you. It's all designed, and this is the crazy thing, we could just say $30,000 a month is good enough incentive. You should run with that. But we're putting as many things in place to reward you along the way, to reward the right behavior that will also make you the most profitable. So we're saying if you follow the most profitable way, we'll make it even more profitable for you. Isn't that great?
Yes.
So the opportunities are there. It's there we have, there we take them, but it does require the work to do it. I want to finish on this point. This event in October is significant, really significant. We run these businesses from event to event because that's where we really feel the energy, the belief, the conviction really comes through that. This is what I'd like to say. Rick's done a tremendous job, and I could not applaud him and Paige enough. And I've got to say a big thank you to Paige, who invests so much in her husband going out there on the road, and you're at home with your little one as well. But this is a mutual commitment that you both put in here significantly. And I get that because, you know, my wife and I are similar ages to Rick and Paige, and she's at home as well, but it's an us thing significantly. I couldn't be here this weekend if my wife wasn't saying, you can go. No, not you can go. But it's all about having the family working. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I do this because I love it and I love you guys, but I love my family. Yeah, and I feel the responsibility to be a good provider for them. So I want to do well. Yeah, but I do that not at their cost. I do it as a mutual commitment. But Rick and Paige have invested significantly financially in this event. They've put their conviction, their money, and their belief into this in a big way. I want to advise and encourage everyone, since you don't have to do what they've just done, to treat this event in October like it's yours. If you are hosting that event, what would you do to get people there? See, the key to this event being great for your business isn't that you turn up and get excited for the weekend. The critical thing is what you do between now and then to get as many people earning, learning, and getting rewarded before that event, and bringing them together as a team so that your team has an experience there that then catapults them to the next event. Because then, if you go there as a single person, you come back and you'll be excited, and you'll have a little dabbling effect on your business. But between now and then, if you can go out there and get 10, 20, 30 people really pumped up, really committed, catching the vision, doing this, and coming to this event, and you treat it like it's your business. And that convention center is big enough, if you've got 30 people there, to say, let's find somewhere, we'll book out a restaurant, or we'll find a hotel nearby, or we'll find a quiet corner at the convention centre where we can huddle up as a team, do some review, do some strategy. If you do that, call on me. I'll come and help you out, and I'll be there with your team and say, guys, this is worth celebrating and recognising. Make the most of the fact that you've got the president, the vice president, the chairman there, products being launched there, people there en masse. Get as many people to that event and treat it like it's yours. You don't have the budget to worry about it. You don't have to do all the organising. You just have to be there and bring your team. That is one of the greatest assets that you've got in this business this year, is to capitalise on that. Put all of the money on the table, like I've shared with you today, to your people, and say, let's run after this. And let's all go to San Antonio and go there with bells on. Bring a flag, go there in team colours, get team shirts, print it out so that when everyone walks in the room from your group, they all know we're Cheryl's team. Yeah? We're all part of that group. We're all part of Cheryl and Albert. We all come there together. We're making this work. You know how energizing that is? And you know what it does to everyone else? Oh, I should have done that. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. We used to get that in Europe. We still do. When you have European events, and sometimes a country will come, they'll wave the Danish flags, yeah, or their Finnish flag or the French flag, and everyone gets excited. Oh, that's really patriotic. I love that. Yeah, get some team spirit. I worked with one of the best network marketers in the UK a number of years ago. In his heyday, he'd get 30 to 40,000 people at an event 3 times a year. And it was his event. It wasn't a company one. It was his team meetings. 30 in pessimistic Britain. When you come to England, when you come to the States, because this is the American dream. Have you ever heard of the Great British Dream? There isn't one. There isn't one. It's grey outside all the time. Yeah? So in pessimistic England, you've got 30 to 40,000 people with a home-based business. I said to him, what's the real key, Jerry, to making this business work? What is it? And before I could even finish the sentence, he said, Ben, it's about having a team or a club that people want to belong to. Yeah? So, I've given you the numbers. That's the activity, 500 points. I've given you the rewards, the incentives, and the dollars on how to get there. Do it multiples of 3. What will really make a difference? Do it as a club that people want to belong to. Get your team colours, get that shirt made, get a team name, whatever you want to do. Plug into those weekly calls, those daily accountability calls. Team up, hold each other accountable, run for it, get team goals, get together and run at that event and make it everything you've got. Do that as a team and you will fly. Do that as an individual and you'll struggle. Yeah? If you want to do well in this business, you do it as a team. If you want to struggle out there and just dabble a little bit, do it by yourself. Okay? So I hope that helps. I hope this has been good instruction. And I hope it's been helpful for you. I would love to see loads of team colours in San Antonio in October, with all of you guys in your hundreds coming out in team colours, with team mascots, whatever it might be, waving the flag, getting people excited, showing the rest of the country what they're missing out on because they've missed the mark there. But you guys got it. Yeah? Lead from the front. Lead from the front. Thank you very much, everyone.